We try to keep a Bristol boat, but there are some things that have just been beyond me of how to be able to clean things. And these pop-up docks and these boat floats, they're super expensive if you've ever had one. And the frustrating part is when you go out for a weekend, your gen set will run or people's motors will run, and they'll get this, you know, diesel oil-based black on them. And I've tried a lot of things. In this ZCare stuff, well, I'll be super transparent. It's a family-owned business, and it's some friends that we went to high school with that have this stuff. They asked us to give it a go, and I'm kind of blown away. And I'll show you why. We've had this pop-up dock for, gosh, before the pandemic. We got this at the boat show, and I've just never been able to get this clean. So when I started using this today, you know, I just didn't want to get all over the place, but, you know, I just put it on and wipe it down with a rag to let it kind of stick a little bit, or let it work a little bit. You know, it doesn't feel harsh on my hands or anything like that. It doesn't smell bad, it doesn't make you cough or any of those types of things. So anyhow, just like I said, just kind of put it on. It'd be easier if I didn't have it sitting on this other one. I wouldn't have to wipe it down at the same time, but I don't want it to drip. All right, so check this out. It gets rid of like all these seasons worth that I couldn't get off. My gut is if I sat there and let it sit longer, it'd probably work even better. But I did these other two sides, and I had to have Carlene come out and record this because it makes me happy. Before we roll this whole thing up, it can actually be clean and not gross. I mean, look the difference between the two. It's like it totally gets all this stuff off. We've used it in the shower as well. They have a mildew one. I'll have to show you that. That worked out really well. I'm going to use that on the canvas in some spots that I've never been able to get that mildew out. But if it works anywhere near as good as this, I'm stoked. But if you have a pop-up dock, if you have a rigid inflatable, it looks like this stuff works. And the cool part is I usually put like a 303 UV protectant on my stuff afterwards, but this actually comes with a UV protectant finish on it, so you don't have to do the two parts. It's actually a cleaner and it's a UV protectant too. So I feel a lot better being able to wrap this thing up after Seafair. We'll put a link below in our Amazon store to be able to pick this stuff up. Let us know if you've had as much luck with it as well. And I've scrubbed so hard and spent so much time. I wish I could get that time back. This works a lot better. Thank you, Todd and Mo. In 2019, we sold everything to realize our dream of living, working, and cruising full-time on our boat. I'm John, this is Carlin, and this is our home, the Elli-Yacht. The second one that ZCare makes is this mildew remover, and that's the second thing that gets really nasty on boats in the Pacific Northwest, because we live in a rainforest, is we get mildew everywhere, even with our dehumidifier that keeps the humidity really low up here in the bridge. We get mildew on all of our canvas. One of the ways to solve that is have black canvas, but I don't like black canvas, I like the white, which means I get it clean a lot. So this is the first year that we've used the mildew cleaner from ZCare. If it works anywhere near as good as the regular cleaner that they have, we'll be blown away. But we're going to give that a shot, and we'll show you how it works as well. Let us know if you've ever used this ZCare stuff. I'd had people tell me about it probably over 5 years, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I've got my cleaners. I got hold of a bottle of that, and it, like I said, just blew my mind. I'd put it on my Cheerios in the morning if I could. It's ridiculous. Let's give it a shot. All right, let's see what it does. It does say we can use a toothbrush, but it also says we can just start with rubbing it with a cloth, and I'm a big fan of starting with the least aggressive methodology of anything. I'm definitely impressed of what I'm seeing. It has a little bit of a pine scent, but nothing like bleachy, because I don't like that bleachy stuff. It's hard on my nose, and I know it's hard on isinglass. Super hard on it. That polycarbonate does not do well with bleach. Alright, I'm probably going to give it a second coat of this, and then I'm going to let it dry out and see what we have after that's done. Alright, so I'm going to give it one more wipe down. Well, instead of telling you what the results were, I'll let you be the judge. Here's what it looks like before and after those 2 applications, and it's dried out. Ta-da!